Morrow changed the intro.
What the fuck was that?
Morrow's calling audibles. I don't remember voting on that.
Oh, here we go.
All right. There we go. That sounds better.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Picks and Sticks podcast, a fun music podcast where four great friends talk about the music, bands, and songs that they love. I'm Morrow.
I'm Gordo.
I'm Cecil.
And I'm Huff.
And this is Picks and Sticks.
Hey, girl.
Holla.
It's that time of year,
brother.
boys. It's Valentine's Day. It's the what do we call it? It's the Valentine's Day not.
It's the Valentine's Day massacre.
It's the un-Valentine's Day. I don't know what this. I don't know. We got to work on that title. You know what I just realized. I think we spent all that money on bringing back the research team. We might need a marketing team because we don't really have a title for this right now. But the Valentine's Day, un-Valentine's Day, the not Valentine's Day. I'm not sure, but
I say un-Valentine's Day.
un-Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that works for me. Let's do it.
So last year, I mean, you probably heard the episode. We did a fabulous list of love songs or Valentine's Day appropriate. So this year,
Beautiful.
beautiful, right? It was unbelievable.
I made sweet love to it.
You,
Allegedly.
Did you really?
yeah, we'll let that marinate. So now I'm rattled. Now I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Sorry.
So this year we decided, not everybody loves Valentine's Day. There's some single people, and especially when you're young, you're like, fuck Valentine's Day, this is some bullshit. Or maybe you've just, you've gone through some bad breakups, whatever it is. So we thought, you know what? We need to cater to those people as well. So this episode, I mean, everybody will enjoy this episode, but I think in terms of the songs and some of the stuff we're going to talk about, I think is more related to,
These songs are for you dudes who want to save some dough and
now's the time to break up if you're on the fence, right?
Break up now and then around the 15th to start
That's right.
making amends.
That's the good advice. Is
When do you actually start thinking you need to buy like a present?
I've already got mine.
13th?
I've already
Well,
got
that's why
mine.
it's a
The
big
12th?
trick. Putting
Where you're
it
like, oh, fuck.
It's a test. Putting it one day before payday for most. It's like
That's true.
Who plans ahead for their girl? It's
That's a good
trick.
call.
And why so close after Christmas?
I know. They should do it in March. There's nothing in March. Oh, no, there's St. Patty's Day, so you're drunk all the time. So then you'd forget. So that's probably no good either.
Agreed.
They should just gas it.
They should. But now's the time you got to make those hard decisions.
Now
right?
is the time, right? So everyone, like, listen up. If you're you're dating someone, you're kind of on the fence. You're not quite sure. If you're not sure, you got to cut bait because it's going to cost you a lot of dough, right? And if you got your eye on someone, you don't ask them out now because again, it's going to cost you dough.
And you don't even have to call them, talk to them. Just send them this playlist.
That's right. You know what?
They'll get the hint.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what? I wrote a little note down here. That and we are getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but that's okay. For lack of better word, I just said that this playlist it's simply magical. It will help you realize all your hopes and dreams. It'll make your fears melt away. It will improve your life and make you a better person. That's the type of playlist we put together today, boys.
That's the level that we're bringing today.
That is the level. Again, doing God's work. And these playlists, just so you know, you can find them on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music.
And not Deezer.
And not Deezer. Depending on when these all air, if you're on Instagram looking for the last episode, the underrated bands, I had posted that it was already out and talked about it a little bit, but apparently we didn't launch that. So apologies to the people that I.
Oh, it's coming out tonight.
It's coming out tonight.
Playlist or not?
Oh yeah, because these dummies didn't do the playlist.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's their only job.
He's got it. It's in his inbox.
It's their only job.
Oh, are you not checking?
Oh
your
no, it's in my.
I sent it about 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
For fuck's sakes. When did you send yours, Gordo?
Tomorrow morning. So by the time you hear this,
See, this is a bunch of bullshit.
it'll be last week.
Morrow's got 37 email addresses anyway, so you could have just said I sent it to you. And by the time he scours all his email addresses, it'll be there.
Absolutely.
So, but the email address that is important to you, the listener, is the Picks and Sticks email address. That is picksandstickspodcast@gmail.com. You can't forget that. And I mentioned Instagram. That's Picks and Sticks Podcast. I need more beer. I don't think
Or wearedisorganized.com.
Yeah, that's true too. And
Go to that website.
Twitter is Picks and Sticks too. So you got that all taken care of. I was going to talk underrated bands. Maybe we won't do that. But I did have a note here that I saw on Twitter that Record Store Day this year is April the 23rd.
That's moved up.
So it's been all weird because of COVID, right? So there's normally one per year. And yeah, I thought it was later in the year. And then they started doing 2 or sometimes 3 in a year because stores were closed or depending on what was happening in your area with COVID. So anyway, April 23rd this year, they made the first global ambassador is Taylor Swift. So she's, which I thought, quite frankly, I mean, I'm not a T Swift fan myself, although I don't mind some of her stuff. I don't own any of her albums, but not a bad pick because
Isn't that Kanye
She puts
that
in the work. Though.
embarrassed her?
that was Kanye.
I respect her because she does the work herself. And like she writes her own tunes. She doesn't have songwriters.
But what the fuck was that
Well-
Kanye did to her?
Oh, she was accepting an award and he was bent out of shape and he went up there and started talking. He was
Total
being a
asshole
complete
move.
dick.
I don't want to spoiler this, but why don't we have any T Swift as our breakup Valentine songs?
You know what?
Too painful.
She's a lot.
She's vicious.
You know what? I actually thought that as I'm putting the notes together. That's a gross oversight, right? That goes. We don't usually do egregious omissions in these types of specials, but we might make an exception there.
She
But
was,
you know,
sorry to derail. Like that's what I'm good at. But she was on Saturday Night Live. She did
awesome.
the monologue. She showed up with it already written. She didn't know that they write that shit for her.
Yeah,
They're like, okay, and it was good. And she did her own monologue.
yeah. I got a lot of respect for her, and what I thought was neat because you know my daughter is into Taylor Swift. So what was really interesting to me was she released a bunch of of her albums, and the record companies were basically dictating to a certain degree, right? They were meddling, telling her what to do, all that shit. So then my understanding is she owns her music now, where she didn't before. So she re-released all the albums, and you can get them on vinyl and stuff.
Okay, she re-recorded them.
She didn't re-record all of them, but she did redo some songs that she didn't like. Yeah, absolutely.
She's re-recording every one of them.
Because someone else owns them and won't
Yes.
sell them, isn't it?
I didn't.
So she's re-recording every album.
But she just so there's the ones that there's like, like 1989 is one of her, big albums was the one there's the original one. And then all the ones that they're redoing or that she just recently released are called Taylor's version.
Unreal. And so she went
redid
with
it.
a band into the studio, re-recorded everything.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought she re-recorded
To say fuck you to the
some of
recording
it.
companies.
That's pretty cool.
We've
Totally cool. And so she
Should we
found
do a
an-
T
Picks
Swift
and Sticks are
episode?
big T Swift
Are we
fans.
doing it?
Yeah, because you know what? A lot
no
of the
idea.
a lot of the music artists are like, she's a badass now because she
We
said
should.
they said we own your catalog, we can do whatever you want. She said I can re-record everything.
That's
what she's been doing.
That's cool.
So she's gonna record everything that she has ever done that she doesn't own anymore and re-record it in the studio and release it.
Hell yeah.
So there'll be 2 versions of everything she's ever done.
Just a little golf clap, maybe. A golf clap there for T Swift. I got a lot of respect for
Totally.
that. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I misunderstood. Well, I'm glad, Morrow obviously connected with the research team. I was just talking out of my ass because I figured most of the people that listen to us aren't going to double check.
I
anyway,
never
so-
thought that tidbit of information would ever be useful. But
Yeah.
it was.
Look
just
how
now.
useful you are. I had no idea.
that fat head's paying off.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do
That's
Yeah.
that's
10 great songs. By T
Well,
Swift.
that's another
Dude.
episode. Let's wrap it up, boys.
We're going to pivot right now and just start doing T Swift stuff, you know? We are never, ever, ever getting back together. That should have been the first song. I don't know what we're doing. I feel like we're just not dialed in. But that being said,
We're not T Swift.
T Swift.
we might. I mean, I don't know if I could listen to all her music. I think I would eventually go insane.
She's
But
got some good stuff.
Could listen to it twice.
She
I
does.
really like some of her stuff.
And it's all over the place, right? Like some of it's country, some of it's pop, some of it's like whatever, right? Like I think she
bends genres, man. She's an artist.
she's an artist. The artist formerly known as T Swift.
So what the hell are we doing today then?
Well, we're doing, I think, on Valentine's Day. We're doing Sad Valentine's Day. I don't know whatever.
It's a good breakup theme, I think. Right?
It is. There's some interesting selections here. So, you know, do we want to? Yeah, it's a good time to get into it. I think we should get into it. And I thought I'd follow a similar format to what we did last year, which was we went alphabetical in terms of guys. We went Cecil, Gordo, Huff, Morrow. I think this time we'll just go backwards.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with Morrow, which is this is a big.
It's unusual.
This is a big responsibility, Morrow.
You guys never let me go first.
No, we don't, because usually your picks are shit.
It's bullshit, man. My picks are always good.
When I first saw this list, I did not have high hopes, but after I listened to it, I think I might have changed my mind.
I
Man.
will, hang on before I did want to say this though too that
You guys
that
are fucking killing
I
me.
felt like when we set the topic, I feel like there's two guys that kind of played it fairly straight, and then there's two guys that kind of went
Vigilantes.
a little rogue. Yeah, vigilantes didn't necessarily follow that. So we'll get into that a little bit. So we'll start with Morrow. I don't care. Do you want to go 5 to 1, 1 to 5? You're in charge of your.
I don't care, man.
You do whatever the hell you want. And
5 to 1.
Let's do it.
Kings of Leon. Wasted time. I don't even know. There's nothing to say about the song.
no, there is.
It's the rock song.
It's a great song.
It's a rock song.
I need to.
It's kind of like.
I need to listen to them.
it's a good
I like
song.
That song. I thought they were like a Creed. Or
Fuck no.
when I see their name, I think.
I thought they're like Maroon 5.
Oh, God, no.
I've never.
That is a badass rock tune.
This is an
You guys-
amazing
Where have you
song.
guys been? Under a fucking rock?
I never listened to them. Them or
Well, again, because you know what?
it was
Sometimes
good. I will.
sometimes radio ruins. I won't say ruins bands, but for some people, radio gives you a false impression of the band. And there was, what's their big song? Is it? Did they do "Sex on Fire"?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
them?
And, oh, Jesus.
Sex
I don't
on,
remember the name.
Sex
of
on Fire is garbage. Like for me, I don't care.
It's not as good as
I don't care for the song. So when I thought Kings of Leon, I was like, man, this is going to be bad. I listened to this song, and out of all the songs on here that I hadn't heard prior, it's 100% my favorite song out of that
Really?
bunch.
Really?
First one out of the gate.
It's
That's
great.
high
Yeah.
praise.
Well, the guitaring is just bone crushing.
It's great.
And
great.
the singing is. I can't explain it.
I love the vocal.
It's a mix between like a bluesy. It's punk rock blues. It's good.
And yeah, and it's a quick delivery. I really
It's an angry song.
that's
wasted time. It's all in the title.
Yeah, like
He's-
wasted time.
I've wasted my time with you. I'm not doing another Valentine's. I've
Yeah.
done wasting my time.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
writing
cutting
a
bait.
song and see you later.
yeah.
On the same page. Awesome job.
Yep.
Boys, if I may, great tune.
Oh, great.
Tune. First great tune. First
Thanks,
song.
brothers.
Right? That gets
I
the
wasn't
great-
sure when I put Kings of Leon on.
I
on
wasn't
there,
either. I thought I was going to be absolutely murdering you for that song, and I was like, "Man, this is a really good,
That's
good
good
song.
rock
I enjoyed it. So
Good
great
rock
job."
tune. Number 4, Chris Cornell. Nearly Forgot My Broken Heart. It's a good tune. It's a cheesy tune, but you know what? Fantastic.
It's my favorite Chris Cornell solo song, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it is mine too.
Me
actually.
too. It reminds me why I like Soundgarden a hell of a lot more because I don't like his solo stuff, but this is probably his best.
It's really good. Dude can sing. We've always said that though. He's one of my favorite singers. Although he can ruin some songs.
He doesn't ruin this one,
No.
and he's got the.
I don't think I've ever listened to him by himself.
You should give it a listen. It's different.
He's got the orchestra with him.
I get a little misty with his.
It's a songwriter's song, really.
Well, what did you think, Cease, of this song?
It's good, but it was completely unfamiliar.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing it. Like, oh man, like I thought I knew everything.
Could you tell? I'm sorry to put you on the spot. How old's this song? Is this like 2000-ish?
2000, I would think.
Yeah. See, and I don't know that either.
I remember hearing it a long time ago, but not
right
not
before
for
he
some time.
died. Yep.
Okay. Well, on that,
No, not 2000. Sorry, like 2018,
Oh,
2019.
it's more recent. Okay.
When did he pass away?
Yeah,
now
about-
I sound like a fucking.
About 4 or
idiot.
5 years ago.
We should ask one of the 40,000 people in the Saddle Dome. Maybe one of them will know.
I knew I was gonna get called out for that eventually.
Nice. Well played.
No, it was some of his most recent stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
2018.
Oh,
I don't know.
you guys keep
Anyway,
going. I'm gonna.
So
I'm gonna
number
text
3,
the
Pearl
research.
Jam Black, from the album 10. That's kind of an up the middle.
Up the
Pick.
middle.
It's safe.
It's safe.
It's
But
incredible.
it's
Incredible
it's
song.
such a good song.
Yeah.
It really is.
You know, and then so number 2, Eric Clapton, It Hurts Me Too, From the Cradle. So I have to say this.
Sorry,
From the Cradle is my favorite Eric Clapton album by far.
Okay.
100% by far.
Okay.
And probably my favorite blues album.
Is this a cover or is this
It's
just,
a cover.
just been covered
They're
a lot?
all covers. They're all
Okay.
covers on the album.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep.
Great version. It didn't sound like him to me. I don't know if he's singing.
I don't like
different
his
or what.
vocal.
His
I don't like
vocals-
his vocal.
His
on
don't,
vocals
it.
eh?
sound different.
No.
I really liked it. He was.
I
very
think he's
different.
trying too hard.
I love it.
Yeah, he's forcing it.
I like the softer stuff. Like he's got him and JJ Cale album. That's
I love that he's
smooth.
actually
I
trying.
haven't heard it.
It's really good.
I'm not a huge Clapton guy. I like some of his stuff. This to me, I feel like he's out of his depth. The dude can play guitar, but he can't sing a lick on this song.
Really?
It's terrible.
I thought he sang pretty.
Oh,
well.
I thought he sang great on this song.
Fucking terrible. Just to backtrack, I'm told by the research team 2015 on that Chris Cornell album.
2015. eh?
Okay.
How time flies.
It surely does.
It does. That was a sad day. I don't want to relive that.
And then number 1, Queens of the Stone Age, Gonna Leave You. And
This was the song you stole from me because you got your list in before me, but this was on my list originally.
last year, my number 1 song was a Queen of the Stone Age song, and this year is a Queens of the Stone Age song.
This is just a tremendous pick. I gotta say, stolen or not, I love this album for starters, but that song is very underrated. Could have been on the last podcast. Great song, Gonna Leave You. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is this the bass player that's singing this song? It's not Josh Homme, and it's not the guy from Screaming Trees. I'm pretty sure it's the bass player. I think it's the only one he might sing on the album.
It sounds like Josh to me.
Okay.
But
Well,
you could be right. I didn't research it.
You know what?
I would say
We'll give the
songs
research
for
team
the
some
deaf,
time off after the hard
in
week.
terms of anything that came out in that era, Songs for the Deaf is one of the best albums for
100%.
sure.
Absolutely.
The drumming
Dave
is
Grohl.
insane. There's some drum tracks on there that are completely mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So did you know when they recorded that album that some of the drum tracks he recorded in 2 takes? So he would record the drums, like the snare, kick, and toms in 1 take, and the cymbals in another take.
Why?
As an overdub.
Because he couldn't play it?
I don't know why they did it.
How do you play that live?
There's a YouTube video about why they did it.
Okay.
I don't think they could play it exactly the way they wanted. Because the
what was-
cymbals were all played outside of the beats.
That's
Okay.
weird.
Bizarre.
I mean, Grohl's fairly talented. I would like to think that he'd be able to play regard. So it's got to have something to do with the recording of
Yeah.
it. But what's the big hit that they did the video?
No one knows.
Yeah, Is that the name of
nobody
it?
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more drum fills. You thought in the hair metal episode, the Twisted Sister drum fills every 8 seconds. That song is absolutely littered with drum fills.
So my theory becomes more real because that's what they were doing the drum parts in 2 takes.
He's an absolute.
which is unheard of, really.
Yeah, when you watch, especially that one video, he looks like Animal from the Muppets. You know, just
Yeah.
it looks. He's just fucking. There's hair everywhere. He's just hitting everything in sight, and it sounds great. So.
I used to think that Dave Grohl's best drumming was on The Color and the Shape, which we may get to here later on. But
Fucking love
I
that
actually
album.
think his best drumming is on this album. It's superb.
It'd be hard to argue.
And the Tom Petty album.
I love that. I was just gonna say, I love his cameos. Tom Petty, so good.
which
Another-
album is that?
Which album?
Another
is so good?
amazing Saturday Night Live
He,
performance.
and he had to turn him down.
Tom Petty.
Tom's like, you got to be in my band. I just kind of want to do my own thing for a while, Tom.
Yeah, yeah.
How do
He
you
was
turn
he was
down
great
Tom
on
Petty?
Saturday Night Live. He did a great job. But
Boy, that was good.
Good list, Morrow. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
yeah, that
Normally,
was-
I get my ass fucking crucified.
Well, I
it
will.
deserves.
I will say it's fairly stock. It's fairly up the middle. There's nothing.
How is it?
You
the
didn't.
middle?
You didn't. I feel like you didn't push yourself, Moral.
Really?
Queens of the Stone Age, Eric Clapton, Pearl Jam, Chris Cornell, Kings of Leon. How's that up the middle?
That's
A little safety belt on that or what?
little safe. Little
Yeah,
safe.
maybe.
Sometimes you got to take the helmet off.
You know what, though?
You know-
all good picks. It's all that
Great.
matters.
I don't dispute. If nothing else, that is a great start.
Yeah, let's take the reins off
Those
for this
those
next
five
set.
songs. So to the listeners, when you hit that playlist, those are the first 5 songs, and that is an absolute great start.
Now we start swerving into traffic.
Now-
Here comes the train.
Now
wreck.
we've okay. So we've stopped at the roadside liquor store. You know, we're starting to swerve a little bit. You know, so
Here we go.
So this is my list, and I tried to span a few different genres. So I tried to break it out a little bit. So I'm gonna follow Morrow's lead and go 5-1. So you know, fairly straightforward. Still counting the days. Goldfinger, good California kind of ska punk, if you will. It reminds me of when I was, you know, in my early 20s when me and Cecil were listening to Goldfinger all the time. But, you know, when you're young and you have those breakups and it's that thing, and like it just like the lyrics of that, particularly the chorus, reminds me of that breakup when, you know, you miss her and then you're mad at her and then you want her back and all that shit. So
this could be the happiest breakup song on this list. Actually, like it just you feel so good after.
yeah,
Just a refreshing
It's
breakup.
got a upbeat.
yeah,
Poppy.
it's
feel
a
amazing.
great driving song. Like it is. It's very upbeat, but it's very, very sad.
Yeah, it's quite sad.
I
Yeah,
had to look at it when I heard it. I'm like, who is this band?
that was always every
I said
time.
that about 100 times.
Yeah.
Huff's playing Goldmember. I'm like, who is this?
Goldfinger.
Goldmember.
Gold member.
Yeah,
Best movie
I'm-
ever.
put it in the skin box.
Sorry, I was peeling.
All right, so number 4. So
Jesus Christ, this diaper is making my nuts rub together. It's gonna start a fire.
diaper lady.
Here's my diaper.
Oh no. All right, the rest of this episode, you talk about swerving. The rest of this episode is just going to be gold member quotes.
Ooh, I think I left a rosebud in there for you.
All right. Jesus Christ.
This one's gonna need an explanation.
So last year when we were doing the actual love songs and stuff, I put a slower Ben Folds song on there, and I got absolutely murdered for it.
This song's fucking awesome.
So I thought, you know what I need to do this year? I need to double down. And I'm like, I got to double down, right? So it's just like in poker, right? You lose the pot. What do? You go all in on the next hand. That's what you got to do.
The
And then
Ducci
you
move.
lose that one.
Right? And then you lose that one, and then you just buy in again. So that's really what I did here. Ben Folds 5, Song for the Dumped.
Great title.
Give me my money back. Give me my money back, you bitch. And don't forget my black t-shirt.
Black t-shirt's my
I
favorite.
didn't know Ben got this cranky, but he's been obviously wronged at some point.
Dude, he's
Costco black t-shirts, man. Best shirts ever made.
Why not, man?
he's cynical. His lyrics are actually really, really funny. I enjoy this band. Even the title of the band, Ben Folds 5, and there's only 3 guys in the band. I mean, that's what you're dealing with. Anyway, So, Cease, you came around on the Ben Folds 5.
I don't know anything about them either. Like another band, but I love.
I
that
know you
song.
hated the song I picked last year.
Is that right? Oh, I forgot. Okay, so I assumed so the way you asked that. But I don't know. I got some Kings of Leon. I have some Ben Folds 5 to catch up on now.
There you go. I think this what was this album? Whatever and Ever Amen is probably.
What type? Like, I don't even know. Like what? I hate saying what type of music, what genre, but
Well, I think it kind of falls in that college radio type of I don't know. That's not really a genre, but I think that's kind of where it comes out. So my cousin Ryan, shout out to Rhino.
oh yeah, long time no see.
Yeah,
eh?
he put me onto that band, and we used to listen to that camping a lot. So that's kind of where that came from. So number 3, I completely pivoted here. I thought, you know what? Just to piss off Morrow, I'm going to go back to the hair metal genre. So I've
Should have picked Megadeth.
right? No. Well, I had some Pantera in here at one point, but I had to gas that.
Tornado of Souls.
No, I had This Love.
This love.
Very angry. But anyway, we're not.
I had that song too.
Did you?
Fuck. That is the best metal song.
Twisted Sister, Love Is for Suckers. Brilliantly written. The guitaring.
True story.
How's the guitaring?
It's exquisite, as far as I know.
Morrow didn't
It's
listen to it.
Now, I did listen. Oh, fuck, of course. I'm not like Gord. I listen to all the songs.
Where's that bus? Oh, the tire tracks.
No, you know what? It's a good song. It's not a great song.
No, but it's a great breakup song, and that's what we're talking
For
about
sure.
today.
For sure.
And
Totally on point.
the line, "Suckerfy me, suckerfy you," absolutely makes the song.
I agreed.
Right?
And he sings it. D's just singing it with such vengeance and
Yes,
passion.
yes.
D,
Venom.
D actually makes the song work. The song's okay, but he's just bringing it.
Yeah. He came to play.
You know who would hate this song?
Who?
Sammy Hagar.
Yes.
Big love fan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You would not like it.
And good spoken word in this.
That's right.
Oh, there is.
Sammy can't do spoken word or
No,
songs that aren't about love.
DLR can, but so number 2, I had to go back to Motorhead because I love Motorhead.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye bitch, bye bye. I'm not even sure I need to say anything other than that. I think that just fits with what we're doing here.
So Lemmy. Such a Lemmy song.
Well, there's a difference. Is the song title appropriate or is the song appropriate? And is it a good song?
Titles.
Yes, and yes.
You have a problem with this song?
No. The title's appropriate.
Yeah.
Um,
Why?
it's not their best song though.
Well, we're not picking best songs.
Yeah,
Because
but
if
it's
we
good.
if we did, half your songs wouldn't be on there.
I think you might say that it's their best breakup song. I think you could at least admit to that.
They have so much material. I'm not even sure how many breakup songs they have, but the song title.
I'm not
Caught my
judging.
eye.
I'm just making comments.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but I want to be defensive right now just to make a point.
But and I'm good with that.
I
Good pickup
all right. The number 1 song
on your list.
on my list
Oh,
had to go to Guar.
had to.
Hate love songs, brilliantly written lyrics.
Off the Carnival of Chaos
It's-
album, the Unheralded.
It's kind of a love song, but not. Right? It's
Now, what year did that come out?
no idea. I know nothing about Guar.
It's like a punk rock metal tune. It's
Yeah.
so good.
It's so good.
It's like they learned their instruments by this point. Like it's so much better than their early shit.
Well, I
And
actually
the singer realized he couldn't sing, so he's just like blah 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 blah.
It's a good punk song.
it's the bass player singing this.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why
there
he
you go.
sounds so different.
That's why he sounds so good.
Sounds
it's not
awesome.
him. Yeah. So I actually had a list on here that to put this band on as an underrated band, maybe for the next go round. But
Did you know Guar invited Dave Grohl to be in their little band there?
the only reason I say yes to that is because you told me that a couple days ago. But
pretty-
prior to that, no.
Pretty exciting stuff. Could you imagine Dave Grohl and Guar? Like how that would have changed history? I don't know.
Now, does the drummer are they all in sort of costume?
All of them.
So you gotta play drums.
Dude, the drummer's wearing like an 8. Well, not 8. It's like a 3-foot like Viking helmet. Yeah, dude, it's the real deal. It's not easy to play in Guar.
No, It's not. I thought Slipknot was tough.
Fake penises and stuff. Like it's
Flying Blood.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen them live. I still maintain best club show I've ever seen in my life, but by a country mile.
Really? Not even close.
Not even close.
Tell that again,
Did
because
they-
you told that after the podcast.
Well,
No, it's on the podcast,
Is
isn't it?
No, you described.
No,
the,
it's
you
on. It's
described
on the episode.
well, the
Which
Westward.
episode was that?
do we get time to hear this?
Fuck yeah!
All right. Well,
For the new listeners, buckle yourself in.
so I didn't know anything about Guar, but my buddy Tim and Mike, they're like, dude, we got tickets to we have to go see Guar, and they're playing at a club.
Throw them completely under the bus. That's Tim Caputo and Mike.
No, it was a different Tim and Mike actually.
Oh,
I have different
okay.
Tim and Mike.
I was like this. Okay,
Tim
sorry.
Horner, Mike Pfister.
Okay.
So they're like, you got to
Witness protection program.
You got to come. So they're playing a big club back in the day. Not a stadium, but it holds like 300 people. So we go to Guar, and I walk in, and I notice the first thing there's plastic all over the pillars, and in the front, like all the walls. It's got all this poly on it, like for 30 feet back from the stage.
You thought they were doing some renos, maybe
I
some
thought-
asbestos removal.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought there was an asbestos problem. I had no idea. So we get up about 20 feet from the front. Really good seats, right? We're going to stand.
Were they seats?
No, we were standing.
Okay, so
There
it
were
was
seats
general
available,
admission, right?
but we're standing at this point.
Okay.
And the opening band comes on, which I didn't realize was the singer from Guar without his costume on, and they were actually a hardcore band. Very good.
Oh,
Now Guar comes on. There's a bit of a costume change.
Is it Gawar?
Guar.
Or Guar?
I think you just go Guar.
Guar.
Yeah, whatever you like.
How do you pronounce it?
G-War.
Gourd.
I think they're cool with whatever you want. So they start up, and I'm like, wow, these costumes are pretty sensational for a club band. And we're about 10 seconds in, and some girl comes out wearing like a Viking bra, and she looks like some alien, and she's got this axe, clearly a fake axe, but this giant axe. I'm like, what's the deal with this? The next thing I know, I'm catching blood straight across my face from 20 feet back, and I can't see anything. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then it's on the floor, and I'm almost falling down because it gets really slippery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's the deal here? 2 songs later, the singer brings out the 3-foot fake penis. It's ridiculous. He starts doing bad things, and
He starts doing bad things.
things start coming out of that. I took that off the chest, dude.
Oh no.
By the end of the show, I am head to toe covered in fake blood, and it is absolute bedlam. Great show, though. I'd go back in a heartbeat.
That was so your shirt looked like the cover of the Load album.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Hey?
Yeah, it was about 91 I went and saw him. So it was a long time ago.
They still play?
I was young.
Does Gore still exist?
I think they
Yeah.
do.
They just released an album.
Oh.
So it was like 30 years ago. I was
Since album review
barely
time.
able to get in. It was great.
If you come
2020.
around, we gotta wear white pants and a white shirt. To that.
Oh, yeah.
See what you look like after.
Absolutely. 100%. I'm going in with an umbrella.
Totally.
Look like a complete loser.
All right,
so that's Gordo, you're up.
I'm
You're-
up.
you've
Okay,
got
so
full reign.
song number 5. One of my favorite bands, Weezer, Tragic Girl off the Pinkerton album. Now, this might not only be on the deluxe edition. I don't know if it was on the original, but I just love this song. Love the album. What did you guys think?
There's nothing deluxe about this. This is a terrible song. I hate this song.
Oh,
I like Weezer.
You know, you made fun of me for the Oasis Christmas song. This is like fucking right in.
Backpack.
You know what? This is right in the same league. So fuck you.
There's just
You didn't like it either?
Oh, I didn't like it.
there's
I
some-
didn't want to say anything though.
I find Weezer again. We were talking about Melvins bands that had like Give Me an A, Give Me an F. I find that a lot with Weezer as well. You got some really really good stuff and a lot of filler for me. Like
Yeah, right.
like when I listen to an album, it's like there's 4 songs I like and there's 4 songs that are unlistenable. For me, this song's unlistenable.
I have to dial it back a bit. It's not unlistenable. It's
Okay.
actually an okay song.
It's outside their top 50.
But I got angry when my Oasis Christmas song
Backpacks.
Yeah,
got beat up so bad.
Yeah.
This is just
it's in that.
It's
in
in
that
the same
range.
league.
Okay.
really.
Okay.
I find this really catchy, but maybe it's just because I'm a Weezer fan and I'm a little blinded. But I like the lyrics to Tragic Girl.
All right.
I liked it. Moving on to
I
number
feel
4.
like you're going to redeem yourself here.
I think it's coming. Now, a band that I don't typically listen to, but in this case, I have to make an exception. Steel Panther, Fucking My Heart in the Ass. Off the All You Can Eat album.
Definitely good lyrics.
Just, I can't read any of the lyrics, unfortunately, because we'll be banned, but it is a fantastic song about love, broken love, and, a broken heart.
And he somehow
Being sodomized.
he somehow worked ventricle into the lyrics. So there's
It's very hard to do.
very hard to do. And I think
You know what I don't like
I
about
think
it, though?
what followed that was something like
It's assuming
aorta or
that
something.
being fucked in the ass is bad. And some people really like that.
No, I don't. I think you're missing the point of the song.
Yep. Yeah,
But,
I think so. Steel Panther.
No.
You don't have to
Read
go.
the title.
There's not a lot of layers to Steel Panther. It's all on the surface with them. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Man.
Fucking
Not a
my
lot of
heart
cryptic
in the
lyrics?
ass.
No. It's just I'd love
Seems
to see
negative to me.
them.
It is.
And for some people, it's really positive.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys.
I thought the guitar would be right up your alley, though. Nice little solos.
Oh,
Little fancy
I
solos.
see what you did there.
All right. Well, nevertheless,
Yeah, we got to move on.
we're
Moro's
gonna move on.
offended.
We're gonna move on to number
Moro's
3. Now,
president of the
I-
Anal Sex
Right
Club.
up
I'm gonna need you guys. I need a ruling on this, boys.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite albums, which I mentioned previously. Foo Fighters, Colored in the Shape. This song is Monkey Wrench.
Mhm.
Now, I've loved this song since I very first heard it.
Same.
I didn't really appreciate that. I think it's an actual breakup song, and I'd like
I didn't
to
know
just,
that.
I'd like you to read you just a part of it, and you guys can
Please
tell
do.
me.
Please do.
All right,
Oh, wait.
please.
It's now time for Poetry Corner with Gordo.
So, as David Grohl says near the end of the song, one last thing before I quit. I never wanted any more than I could fit into my head. I still remember every single word you said and all the shit that somehow came along with it. Still, there's one thing that comforts me since I was always caged and now I'm free. And then he goes on to say, don't want to be your monkey wrench. One more indecent accident. I'd rather leave than suffer this. I'll never be your monkey wrench.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that sounds like a bad breakup, and he's very upset.
You might be right. I never made that connection. I've sung those lyrics 1,000 times if I've sung them once.
Monkey Wrench sounds like the carnival song.
It does a little, but so much better. But you're right. Yeah, it's got the carnival vibe. Sure. All right, it's on the list. It's on the list. Listeners, if you have an opinion, please.
I think it's a great.
It's
Please
in my
don't.
top 50 Foo Fighters songs.
I made the top 50.
It's a
Splendid.
it's a wicked song.
If you had to put it in your
didn't-
Foo Fighters songs, where would it be? Top 10, 20, 30?
I can't answer that question because I listen. Like I said,
I'm just putting you on the spot.
I got
Come on.
around 10 or 12.
I don't know. It would be in my high teens. I think it would
so
be
20,
it'd be,
25?
It'd be somewhere around 20.
Yeah.
Give or
That's what I
take.
thought.
Yeah, but
All
as a
right.
breakup song,
So
It is. Yeah, it is. You're
So
right.
this next one's a little controversial. I know you guys will have some insightful feedback,
How
I'm sure.
dare you?
Let me get it up. We got Alanis Morissette with You Ought to Know.
I like what you did there. I
See
like
what I did?
Yeah,
Yeah, I switched it up.
now we're swerving. We're fishtailing a
We
little.
are fishtailing heading for the ditch.
Yeah.
Now, this song might be a little overplayed. It's not for everyone.
Moral, can you grab me a beer, man?
Oh yeah, beer break.
Sorry, I'm doing beer orders in the
Beer
middle of your
break.
take.
That's
sorry,
okay.
Sorry. PBRs. Yeah.
I'd like to follow up. This has never happened before, where I do the second reading of lyrics. May I do this?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
There's no limit to how many lyrics you can read.
I think you need to understand Alanis's how upset this young lady at the time is actually, and she's clearly very, very disturbed. You seem very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. It was a slap in the face how quickly I was replaced. Are you thinking of me when you fuck her? Like, she's very, very upset.
Very angry.
Alanis goes on to say,
She goes on to say,
because the joke that you laid in the bed, and I don't know what joke that is, but it probably wasn't good. That was me, and I'm not going to fade. As soon as you close your eyes and you know it, and every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? Holy shit.
that's a mic drop right
Dude,
there.
that's a breakup song.
That is.
That is a very powerful young lady. expressing yourself.
I think in terms of what we're trying to achieve here, that is one of the that's one of the primary songs. I'm glad you picked it. I never would have thought to go that route, but
I'm not glad you picked it.
Well, I'm comfortable.
Fucking hate that song.
I'm comfortable with my masculinity, so
Fuck.
I'll pick songs by the
No,
Upset Ladies.
that's
I
horrible.
got no problem with that.
That doesn't belong anywhere near the Picks and Sticks brand.
The brand.
the brand. We just said that we're doing T Swift coming up in an episode. I think Alanis is right in our
I will take
wheelhouse.
T Swift over Alanis 100
Yeah,
times.
you know what though?
over.
Fair.
She blows dudes in theaters, man. Maybe she's not that
This
bad.
was a shocking pick, but I do have a lot of respect for her. She's a homegirl, you know.
She is.
yeah.
All right.
That
well,
wasn't that guy. That was about Joey off Full House, wasn't it? He's like, she's only 17, dating him when he's like 80. The comedian off Full House.
that's right, Dave.
Yeah, the dork. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, that song's about him. Allegedly, because she dated him when she was like
Allegedly.
underage.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this true?
I didn't want to
Is
bring
this
that up, but
confirmed?
yeah. Now that Carlin did, it's not my problem. Yeah, it's apparently about him.
That is Cecil at
And he's like-
PicksandSticks.com.
Considerably older than her.
I feel
All
like
right.
an asshole, but
But
why do you like that?
that shot her out into
This
the,
isn't about liking songs. I feel like you didn't get the assignment.
Yeah, it's like
you don't have to like the song to pick it.
Not really.
I think
Oh, so I was confused.
Alanis.
Don't listen to this playlist.
So
Holy
I'll give you a
fuck
little
me.
bit. I'll give you a little bit of info on this song. That she had maybe one of the best assembled bands behind her in the '90s. And
Did she really?
Taylor Hawkins of the Foo Fighters. He was the
Fucking
drummer
good
of
thing he
band.
left her band and went to fucking Dave Grohl.
Well, he doesn't play on this song though.
You know
so-
what? Your attitudes.
To be fair,
Why are you so pissy?
to be fair, he doesn't play on Jagged Little Pill anyway.
Thank
He
God.
He toured on. it.
He
Listen
toured.
to the title of that album.
Yeah, she's
It's
pissed.
just garbage.
She's
All right. Well, let me
It's
see if I
complete
can.
garbage.
Let's see if I can redeem myself. My last song,
let's
number
move
one.
on.
We're going Rolling Stones. This song is very sad. Angie.
We're gonna pick 19
It was on
songs
last
next
year's
year,
Valentine's list, for fuck's sakes.
Was it really?
Huff picked it.
this. I'm
What the,
glad.
what the fuck, man? Like, are you on fucking drugs? Huff had it on last year's list. Last year's this was a love list. This one's a breakup, and you pick it?
No,
Holy fuck me.
no. I need to.
Moro's triggered.
This is the funny.
triggered him.
This is what's really funny because Angie was my number one song last year on Valentine's Day, and I always looked at it, and I don't know why, like because he still talks about you're beautiful and this and that. When you actually get down into the lyrics, it is more of a breakup song
it's
than
totally a
a
breakup
love
song.
song. Now last year we just called it a Valentine's Day. We didn't necessarily quantify it needed to be love songs. But anyway, what I was gonna say is I was gonna call you guys out because you should have fucking called me on that shit. I think if anything, it belongs on this year's list, not last year's list.
Reversing it.
I think I completely let the listeners down. I feel like you guys are doing a shit job for not holding me accountable. I think the listeners need to step it up. They need to email the show and tell us we're a bunch of fucking pinheads.
That's right. This is your
The
fault.
research team, that's why the research team, truth be told, is why we had to fire that research team. Is because they fucked that up so bad we had to let them all go. Because Maura was angrier than you just heard him right now.
He was livid. Now he's just perturbed.
So anyway,
But
so
this is a
so-
tragic song.
No.
Sorry I picked it. I
this
did
is on
realize
me.
that.
This is on me.
I
I'm not
did
even.
realize that you picked it after the fact. I apologize. I should have seen it.
There's
I'm
a
appalled.
good chance I'm going to get fired.
I'm appalled that it's on the same fucking list. One
So-
is the love one, and one's the breakup one.
You know what?
How does that happen?
It's that good. It belongs
Is
on
it
both
that
lists.
good of a song?
No, I think it's just it's a collection.
Or are
of
we
errors.
that fucking stupid?
Well, that's
A little
just
bit
it.
of both.
I think I was an idiot maybe for putting it on last year. I think that's completely unacceptable, and I think Gord's being a bit of a dummy for putting it on this year. I don't think it should be on the list twice. I think I think this whole thing is a fucking debacle now.
Look
I
how
fucking
angry-
love you guys, man.
Valentine's has made us so angry.
Well, that's why it's the un-Valentine's Day. We're bringing the heat. We're livid.
All
No
right.
one's getting laid. This is an outrage.
Cecil, bring us home, brother.
All right. Starting with the guy you may have heard of, Jimi Hendrix.
Never heard of him.
Once I Had a Woman. I guess
This was a hard to find song.
the song's in the title says it all. But I picked this song because it's got the most amazing intro. The guitar, you want to talk tension? Like, and then
Splendid.
there's a point I don't know, I have to ask more. He switches like pickups or something. It just flips when he gets a pre-singing. But
There's no Jimmy on YouTube.
Well, YouTube.
Can't get Jimmy on YouTube music.
You suck,
yeah.
YouTube.
I
Blow
did
me.
find this and absolutely amazing pick. I gotta tell you, I was blown away by this. I don't know if I'd heard the song before. Have you guys?
Right in the feels. Yeah, that's a good one.
His guitar makes you sad.
There's such it's
God damn it.
Should I keep my comments to myself?
No, fuck, go, man.
Am I getting?
Go,
am
go.
I getting in a lot of trouble here today?
No.
I think I'm
Can't
already
ruin that.
getting fired. I
Can't
can't
ruin
get.
that
No, it's
song.
good.
I can't get fired 2 years in a row.
Nothing can ruin the song for me. Go
I
ahead.
fucking hate this song. And really, but I'm not a Jimmy guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a. I think it's self-indulgent.
I don't think you have any feels because they weren't touched.
Well, you might be right. You might be right. You know, it's no, you ought to know, but
You know what, Huffman? Not everyone's high-fiving on Valentine's Day, whooping it up, going to the keg, going for the Billy Miners. But some people are
Billy Miners.
so true.
Not everyone's doing that. Some people are heartbroken at home. This song's for them.
Yeah, it is. I don't disagree. I mean, I agree that the song belongs on the list. And if you're a Jimi Hendrix guy, and this is quite frankly why I love that Cecil is part of this, because he has a much different musical taste, I think, in a lot of ways than I do. This is just, when we did the Jimmy episode, it opened my eyes to a lot of songs that I didn't think I would like. And so I started to like a lot of Jimmy. This is one of those ones I just can't get into.
All right. Well, that's fair. Well, I think
But
this
now
next
he's going to
one,
redeem himself.
This
Moving
next
on.
one you might like better.
Nobody doesn't like this song. Clutch, the Regulator.
Oh my god.
This might be the best song on the list. I'm not saying it is, but it could be.
It could be.
I don't know exact details, but song like dude gets kicked out of his home, and it's about him coming back for possibly revenge.
Yeah.
It's counting down the time to that moment where
Pretty
he's gonna
fucking dark.
do some bad shit, and the Regulator is of course, the pendulum on the grand.
Regulator's
clock.
on Blast Tyrant.
It is.
Yeah. He didn't come back because he forgot his CD, I don't think. I don't think, anyway. Maybe his favorite shirt.
Forgot
I'm
his
not sure.
black shirt.
Yeah, that's right. Give me my money back. Yeah, this is an incredible song. It's one of my favorite songs off that album. Which reminds me, if any of you guys are ever near a record store and you see a copy of it, can you pick it up for me?
Sure.
I was
been
thinking
looking
this
for a
today.
year.
They'll have to
If
be
you
two, though.
ever see a Clutch Blast Tyrant album, buy it. I don't care how much it costs.
Can I tell a really tragic story?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You saw it.
It's the right time.
No, you didn't.
walked on by it. Eh?
So it was right after I got my turntable, and I had a few records and stuff, and I wasn't sure where this was going to go. Wasn't sure if I was going to get into it or whatever. So I was being, cost conscious, if you will. So I'm on Kijiji, and this guy is selling Psychic Warfare and Blast Tyrant. And he's selling the two, I think it was $80 for two of them.
Giving it away.
So Psychic Warfare was worth what, 10?
Fuck you. Psychic Warfare is awesome.
Compared to Blast Tyrant?
And it's red vine. You know what? Listen, I had to make a judgment call. I already said I'm coming clean on this. You don't have to be a dick about it.
No, I'm just trying to do the math in my head.
That's when you call a friend and they set you straight. They slap you.
It was.
You'll get
It
that.
was
I understand
It was.
where you're going.
It was 50 and 30.
50-30.
So I was like,
50-30, that's okay.
I was like, okay, I got the $30 for the Psychic Warfare. I've regretted it ever since. And in fact, I actually emailed the guy, if I remember, it was either the next day or the day after, to see if he still had it, and he didn't have it.
Where the fuck are you going to find Blast Tyrant?
You're not.
Vinyl?
Yeah.
You're not.
They're not reissued.
But-
Tough to find.
Well, and it's really going to be tough to find, because if any of us, as Cecil said, if we see it at a record store, there better be 4 copies now, because I think everyone wants a copy
I'll
of it.
tell you what, when Blast Tyrant came out, I was pretty sure, after I heard it a few times, that it was the best rock album I've ever heard in my life.
It's a great album.
I was convinced in my mind. It was in my mid to late 20s. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, we did the
Is
boys
there-
trip. We did your
My stag.
it was the soundtrack to your stag.
Were you enjoying a breakup?
Over and over
Yeah.
and over.
The hour-long hungover drive.
Well, eventually it happened.
It was it
But-
saved. It's okay. 15
Yeah.
guys hungover, packed in a van, crossing town, and you'd think you'd be dead, but the clutch. Oh.
It was the
Clutch
fuel.
kept
But
us in the
blast
seat.
iron-
It
Yeah.
really did.
Brought
But
us back
Blast
to life.
Siren
I had no problem with that trip.
covered like first song to last song is
Unbelievable.
it is one of those albums where how I don't know how you turn it off in the middle. You know,
I know.
I don't know how you walk away from the vinyl copy.
You know,
Well, it happens.
You know what? We all have regrets, buddy. Valentine's
He
Day
walked
is full
away
of them.
from Facelift too.
yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like this was the right episode to
That's
do
good.
that.
It's good.
Like you said, it's decisions made and regrets, and sometimes you just got to move on. And I'm trying to do that.
All right, let's help you.
But it's a lot like the Goldfinger song right now. You know,
Okay.
so still counting the days since I didn't buy it.
Well, I don't know how he's going to get any better than that, but
He's going to try.
He's got a few left.
All right, next. This is low hanging fruit. AC/DC shot down in flames. 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 Goals.
My number one song on the list.
I love this song.
Exquisite.
This song, I did. I realized only recently when I listen to this song, I always picture this in the Castle pub because it's
Okay.
the most famous jukebox in my life.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I didn't like when I hear the song, it's kind of like even really thinking about it. I just had like this image of AC/DC playing to us in the, in
Yeah.
the Castle pub
Yeah,
because he just describes like the Castle pub.
totally. Yeah. Yeah.
And getting shot down is very familiar.
Very
Castle
familiar with
pub.
that as well. Yeah.
I have some
I
familiarity.
used to play
with
this
that.
a lot. They had a jukebox at the Tom's House of Pizza.
Yep, on McLeod.
Well, we used to go to the one at Forest Lawn
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
because so the guy that we got to know at the McLeod location got the manager job or whatever in Forest Lawn. So he used to tell us to come up there and he'd give us free beer. So we used to go up there, get free beer, and listen to AC/DC.
I still have my dad's Pee Wee hockey jersey. It's about this big. Captain number 9 sponsored the logo. Tom's House of Pizza.
Nice.
I should wear that till flames.
Little side story. I used to date a waitress
shirt.
from Tom's House of Pizza, and then I was unceremoniously shot down in flames as well.
It happens.
Thank God.
Right? Oh, she was cute.
Your wife's like
Oh, sorry.
a gem.
She is, but we're not talking about wives. We're talking about breakups.
Did you say a gym? Like a jungle gym? Like
No, a
he's climbing
gem.
her? Oh.
Gem.
Oh, a gem.
Gem.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
thanks, man.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the gym so long. I call it the James. All right, next. The Reverend Horton Heat.
Oh,
Liquor, beer, and wine is the
yeah,
flashing
great tune.
sign I see
Great
every
tune.
single morning that I get up. It's buzzing down at me.
Reverend Horton Heat, I haven't listened to in 100,000 years. How did you pull this one?
Dude sleeping in his car outside the liquor store after he gets dumped.
yeah.
I think it's the first time
I
I
saw him play live, opening for Pearl Jam. He was
Opening
Amazing.
for Pearl Jam.
Soundgarden, was it?
Soundgarden. Sorry,
Yeah,
it was
at,
Soundgarden.
Max Bell.
That's you saw that. Too? Oh my
Probably.
god,
Yeah,
We
Reverend
probably went
Horton
together.
Heat.
it's so good.
I like he wore a ball cap,
We were there together.
It's-
No, I was.
smoked a cigarette the entire show. If it wasn't it when he's singing, it's in the fucking
In the
it's in
stock.
the-
No, I didn't go with you guys. I sat the back with my girlfriend because I had a broken leg and did mushrooms. It was a great show.
Oh yeah, I went with someone else then.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I might have been there. I don't remember where I saw Soundgarden play.
Max Bell.
Yep.
You were there.
Max Bell.
you,
You guys were
that
there. I
we
remember
were
you
all
there.
there together.
Okay.
You guys went up front and I sat in the back.
I've got brain damage. I'm not kidding.
But he was great live. Just fantastic. I'd never heard of him.
Yeah, it was
Good pick, brother.
I might
Reverend
I
Horton
might have been
Heat's
overserved.
Pretty
that night.
solid.
And the
Pretty solid pick.
final song on the list, which is good at the end because it's a good song to listen to if you want to at the end of the day go to sleep.
Yeah, it's not off.
I gotta say something. If you
Okay.
want to hear the worst album that has ever been created, listen to Lou Reed and Metallica.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Alanis.
What?
Well, no,
I'm
but
sorry.
this
There's a Lou Reed
song-
Metallica album.
Yeah.
It's a curveball.
Yeah,
called
but this
Lola
song's
or
pretty.
something.
This song's pretty good.
What?
Or Lulu. It's called Lulu.
This song's good.
I never heard of that.
But all I know is Lou Reed and Metallica. It's
The
pretty
song-
much the worst album
Well,
ever
the
made
song
in the
is-
history of any
Because Lars wrecked
record ever made.
The song
No,
is
Lou
the
Reed
song
wrecked
is
it.
the Velvet Underground.
Yeah.
Pale Blue Eyes. Sounds like a song is being like a true love with a married woman. I don't know. It's sort of a romantic take on an affair.
Yeah.
This one wasn't my favorite of your pick, but I could see the
Bob Dylan-ish.
I listened to it in the morning. Maybe that was the mistake. I need to be going to bed.
It's a good nighty night, and
Yeah, I think you're right.
And the solo in it, it's subtle. It's one of them slow kind of solo that just kind of it's perfect.
I think the song's a good song. It just when I hear Lou Reed,
Lou Reed.
it makes me think of that album.
Not a Lou Reed.
What is it called?
guy.
Lulu.
I think it's called Lulu.
Could you imagine if Alanis did an album with Metallica? How triggered you'd be? Oh, you'd be out of your mind.
It'd be better.
It would be better. It wouldn't
Way
be
better.
great, but it would be better.
She played drums.
She could. Why can't she?
They should do one with Lady Gaga.
She's a powerful woman.
Ooh,
Yeah. Lady.
Lady Gaga.
She was Jesus. She was good on the Grammys with Metallica.
Who? Lady Gaga. Yeah. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was
She
good.
was good.
All right, so that's the list. That is 20 unbelievable songs that
20
you
songs of
that
tragedy.
you
19, sorry.
the listener are going to enjoy, and it's going to run the gambit.
Yep.
Right? Of genre, of level of hatred, level of profanity.
I think anyone from any genre of music, you'll find something on here that you'll like. I think there's going to be something.
100%.
I think this is our worst playlist.
I think this is a great playlist. I've been listening to the
talking
shit
about?
out of this thing.
This is a great one. This is better than last year's. I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year's was awesome.
Well, this one's awesomer. I don't know what.
Okay, so here's the deal then. So the listeners can go back and listen to. So go find the playlist again on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music. Listen to the 20 songs we had last year, the love songs.
And you can skip Angie the
You can
second
skip
time.
Angie the second time. So you only have to listen to 19 songs the second time, and then hit us up. Let us know if one was better than the other. Again, the email address is picksandstickspodcast@gmail.com. Instagram, you can get at us at Picks and Sticks Podcast. We're also on Twitter, Picks and Sticks too. So there you go. You can let us know which one you prefer. Morrow is clearly on side with Valentine's Day special number 1.
Yep.
I'd have to listen to that list. I really do like this list though.
I do too. You know what? I'm inspired. I think I'll break up with you guys. I'm going to break up with someone. Someone's getting broken up with.
Well, it's probably me because I think I'm getting fired after this episode.
Good job, boys. Great list.
There you go. So that's
I forgot to say some Happy Valentine's Day.
well,
Happy
Valentine's.
motherfucking Valentine's.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's.
Don't forget to order your flowers or do whatever you do. Don't wait last minute because you're gonna get fucked.
But don't be a punk and get chocolates. Don't
Do that. Anyway, we've got some great episodes coming
So
up in
chocolate.
2022.
Stupid chocolate.
Hey, I'm trying to do an outro here. Hey, bud.
Fucking outro. Figure it out.
Fine, whatever. Just subscribe to Picks and Sticks through your favorite streaming app. Thanks for listening, everyone. Until next time. See ya! That was amazing.
You guys are.